TRN News.
Republican Congressman Andy Ogles is requesting an investigation into Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell over what he calls, quote, repeated obstruction of ICE operations. Ogles says he will be asking congressional committees to look into the mayor and any actions that he may have taken to keep federal immigration agents from doing their jobs in Nashville. The mayor has been critical of the joint operation involving ICE, DHS, and the Tennessee Highway Patrol. A federal judge has dismissed a $15 million wrongful death lawsuit filed by the family of Kayla Lucas, who was shot and killed by police in 2021. Officers say they encountered Lucas in a stolen vehicle and opened fire after she struck a police cruiser and refused to exit the car. The judge ruled there was not enough evidence to support claims of excessive force. I'm Joe Lincoln.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
If you are a young man living in the United States, please pay attention to this important message. All men ages 18 to 26 living in the United States must register with the Selective Service System. Registration is the law. Failure to register affects your eligibility for many benefits, like federal jobs, job training, and college loans. And if you're an immigrant, no matter what your status, you must be registered to qualify for citizenship. Men are urged to learn the facts at sss.gov, the official source for information about Selective Service. This has been a message of this radio station and the Selective Service System. Men, that's sss.gov, or go to your local post office to register.
The U.S. Department of Homeland Security is sharing details on the immigration enforcement operations in Nashville. DHS announced on Tuesday that most of the nearly 200 people who have been stopped and detained in Nashville have previous convictions or pending charges. The department has given the names and criminal histories for 5 people who have been apprehended in Davidson County. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office is seeking to decertify 2 former deputies involved in a disturbing incident with an intoxicated woman. Sheldon Smith allegedly failed to investigate a possible DUI crash and omitted key details in his report, while Michael Izaguirre is accused of having sex with the woman who was too intoxicated to consent. Both were fired in 2024 and face allegations of falsifying records and misconduct. A state board will decide today whether to strip them of their law enforcement certification. I'm Joe Lincoln, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. An Overton County man died Wednesday after reportedly falling from a boat on Del Hollow Lake. A TWRA statement said witnesses reported seeing Roger Howell slumped over the steering wheel and then falling from the boat. The statement said bystanders pulled Howell from the water and performed CPR. He was pronounced dead at Livingston Regional Hospital. The Allgood City Council has approved the first reading of an ordinance setting a new water rate schedule over the next 4 years. The new rates will see customers' bills rise on average by around 15% starting July 1st. City officials say the increases are in response to rising rates from Allgood's water supplier. The Board of Highlands Residential Services voted Thursday to appoint Chris Cassidy as executive director. Cassidy replaces Dow Harris as the head of Cookeville's Public Housing Authority. Cassidy is the former director of operations for the authority. His full-time appointment will become effective July 1st. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. An active day is ahead with an elevated risk of severe weather. Scattered storms will be possible late this morning through the afternoon hours, any of which could be strong to severe. We'll then watch for an intense line of storms to move through the region later tonight. Damaging winds, large hail, and even a few tornadoes are all possible. Highs today will top out in the low to mid-80s. Make sure you have multiple ways of receiving alerts should a warning be issued for your location. Review your severe weather safety plan to be prepared to take action. Follow Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest updates. We'll have live streaming coverage on the Upper Cumberland Weather channel for any warnings that may be issued. You can find our channel 24/7 on YouTube and in the Hub Plus Roku app.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, no. Every morning feels so bright, with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:07. Today is Friday. It's May the 16th.
It is Friday, and it is May the 16th.
Friday the 16th.
Dum, dum, dum. Oh, that's 13th we're thinking of.
Yeah. Hey, had a big time in Sparta last night for their business expo.
They do a great job with that. I always love that. And First National Bank was the host.
Yeah.
They're so welcoming down there, too.
And the bunch at Duck Pond Manor did the food.
Tara and her stuff at Duck Pond Manor. I mean, I had too many meatballs. I'll just be honest.
You know what? I am meatball hungover today.
Yeah. Now she had great sausage balls too that were really good, and you could tell homemade. They ain't those frozen kinds. You get it.
They were walking around with some sort of something too that was really good, like a roast beef kind of something.
Yeah, and then I saw I recognized bacon, but it was something on a stick, lots of little meats on a stick. I didn't get that though. I was talking to somebody.
I didn't get that either.
Didn't want to look away and be rude, but let me tell you, I wanted it.
Yeah, but great time and great to visit with all the businesses there in Sparta that were there, and
the new chamber president Brent Young did a good job. Even though he picked on me all night.
It was
Brent.
It was just a great evening in Sparta, and we were proud to be there representing Cookeville Communications, and got to show off Hub Plus to a bunch of people. And
I like that setup and a lot of people still asking questions about Hub Plus and what it is, and I know y'all know, so thank you.
Yeah,
pass the word along where they can find us.
Absolutely.
Most definitely, and all our local programming. Before we get started with things you need to know, I want to say hello to Sean. I don't know his last name, but I was at the gas station. It was a BP on Highway 70, right at Jackson.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on Jackson. That's the one like you're heading toward, like you're going to the Doodle almost.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But anyway, I noticed he kind of looked at me, and then I was like, okay, do I know you? And he goes, love listening to y'all every morning. And he said he streams us on Facebook. So thank you, Sean. And I thought it was really sweet of him to say that. I said, you have made my day.
Yeah.
Because, we're trying to let everybody know kind of we did the switch after it turned to Grace FM on 107.7 Grace FM.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, tell all your friends. He goes, oh, I will.
Yeah, good. Way to go, Sean.
Good guy. So thanks, Sean.
A few things that you need to know. We were talking about this earlier in the week that the city council was thinking about buying where the old Wilson plant was, $3.2 million. Last night they approved to spend the $3.2 million and buy it. Going to add about 150 parking spaces to downtown.
Wow. Great.
It'll be free parking. So, and we'll talk to Lauren Wheaton a little bit more about that when she comes in.
She's coming in at 7:30 this morning.
So looking forward to seeing if there's any other plans for that.
Want to say congratulations to Jana Underwood. She is from Gainesboro.
Mm-hmm.
She was crowned United States of America's Ms. Tennessee.
That's right.
And she will be coming in to talk to us on Monday morning at 7.
Oh, I better shave.
Yeah, you better look good for her. She's beautiful. Just a beautiful lady. And it looks like she's just really immersed in the community, too. Like, just goes to local schools and all over the place. And she's very faith-driven as well. So I can't wait to talk to her about what she's doing next. She may be in real estate, too.
I don't know.
We'll find out
about
more.
her other than she's Miss Tennessee is going to represent the great volunteer state at the Miss USA pageant.
And I love it when, they're pretty on the outside and then you get to know them and they're beautiful on the inside too. That is what she seems to be. So I can't wait to talk to her. And she's, I love great people representing Tennessee. So congratulations to her.
This morning, Ralph's Donuts, the state commission will hear the case for them to be on the National Register of Historic Places.
Oh.
So the John McDonald and Sandy going to go and see if they can get that. That'd be great. Ralph's absolutely deserves.
It definitely deserves that.
To be that. So
I mean, we've heard of people vacationing like in other countries that meet each other and talk about Ralph's.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
So that's this morning. Be heard by the Tennessee Historical Commission's State Review Board.
Review board, go ahead and make it a historic place.
Just rubber stamp that.
Yeah.
Man.
Just pass that on through.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know Wayne's Grill in Livingston.
Yep.
Well, Frank's is taking it over. Frank's Restaurant. It will be
Frank's from Sparta?
From Sparta.
Okay.
Not that now Frank's is still going to be in Sparta, so don't be worried about that.
It'll just be another location of
yes,
Frank's.
which I think will be great for the area.
I'm in on that.
We love Frank's too. I loved Wayne's too. I hated to see it close, but I'm glad that somebody else has taken that
from
building
Wayne
over.
to Frank.
Yeah, I know. Some good old boys from Wayne to Frank. They're also holding open interviews for server and bartending positions.
Okay.
So make sure that you apply for that. They're located at 1035 East Main Street in Livingston. What is Wayne's Grill going to be turned into Frank's Grill?
All right.
I'm excited about that.
Got to talk to Kyle Goff yesterday evening.
He's with the YMCA of Sparta.
He's the CEO, and they were hoping to get their pool redone in time for it to open for Memorial Day. And they've redone the whole thing, the whole bottom of the pool. It's a whole lot smoother now. They'd had some cracks and stuff in there. So it'd been a while since they've had, the pool completely redone. I forgot how long he said. It was, a few decades. All right. So anyway, it's completely redone, and it's going to be set to open on time for this 2025 season. So
that's great.
Way to go, Kyle, getting that done. I know that's a big deal to the YMCA there in Sparta to have that pool ready.
Let me tell you, last night at their booth at the Sparta Chamber Business After Hours, they looked like they was having a time of their life.
Oh, yeah.
Posing for pictures, doing that YMCA with their arms, spelling out YMCA, and just some fun people.
Yeah.
We had a good time last night.
We sure did.
It was a long day, but met some great people. And
yeah.
Had some fun. That's all I have with things you need to know. I'm sorry. I was getting.
He's weed eating.
I was veering off the.
He's weed eating a little bit.
I was off the grid right there.
That's what we call it whenever Sheila starts down. Can't, like, her mouth gets to going and she can't stop. We call that weed eating.
He calls that weed eating.
We all call it that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Y'all talk about me behind my back.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, I'm glad I can make y'all laugh.
The Cookeville Putnam County Animal Shelter is going to bring back its junior volunteer program. They'd stopped it for a while. I don't know if it was because of COVID or what, but
let's just blame it on that. That's what everybody blames it on.
But it's back now. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you're a teenager or whatever, want to help.
It's a lot of work. Don't be thinking it's just going in and petting animals, although you can do that. But it's cleaning up after them, walking them, all that kind of stuff. But you can get hours for school.
That's right. Yeah. And you can also use that as part of your, what is it called? I forgot. Maddie did a bunch of it when she volunteered for things and helped her get money for college.
Oh, the Tennessee
Promise.
That's it.
Yeah. Because I think you have to do so much of that to get all the money. I'm not exactly
face it,
sure.
all of that is really hard work. I mean, if you volunteer, but at least you're doing something with animals. I mean, with me, I'm like, okay, I'll clean up after them if I can go walk them later. You know me with the animals.
You're a sucker.
I am.
You are.
The little sweet furry faces.
Your 2 cents is coming up next. That's brought to you by Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We've been talking about Sparta a lot. This may have to be Good Morning Sparta here.
I know, yeah. We say Good Morning Cookeville, but it's really all the Upper Cumberland.
We should really change it to Good Morning Upper Cumberland.
We have really branded it.
I know, but we encompass.
There's so many changes we've had lately.
I know.
I'm scared of changing that title.
I know.
Because they're like, is Jason and Sheila still on it?
Right.
Or they go, is Jason and Sheila still on it?
Either way. We should think about that, though.
All right. He's scaring me. Saddest movie ever made.
Saddest movie? Well, there's Rudy.
Oh. So let's go back to the animals. Where the red fern grows.
Oh, gosh. That is so.
That's even more sad than Old Yeller, and Old Yeller's sad. And also, I got another one, and I mean, when I was a kid, I saw this, but it still just made me boo-hoo. Terms of Endearment.
Never seen it. Seems a little too mushy for me.
Oh, it's a lot of feelings.
Oh, I don't want to watch it. You know me.
Be prepared. Girls, if you're in the mood to cry, Terms of Endearment will do it.
Do women get in the mood to cry?
Sometimes you need to let them feelings out.
Oh, okay. And a movie helps?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds perfectly normal to me. Coming up, we'll get to some of your answers on
being in a mood to cry.
On your 2 cents. Coming up here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate. Catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:20 now.
Okay. Our guest this morning, I need to tell people. We got Jacob Vinson from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and then Miss Lauren Wheaton, the city mayor of Cookeville.
Yeah.
She'll be in at 7:30, and boy, do we have questions for her.
Lots of questions.
I can't even believe she still agrees to come back from time to time. We give her grief.
She loves us.
Yeah. She loves Jason.
She loves us.
She loves me all right. She loves Jason.
You're just all right, so I understand.
I'm just all right.
Yeah.
Lord.
You're too
I
sensitive
am.
now.
Okay, do the little Freedom Pond thing so I can find it.
Oh, I see.
Do your thing, Jason.
Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond. They're located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. They've got a pontoon boat for sale.
I did not realize
Yeah,
this.
the lot next to them.
Yeah.
They've got some stuff in there for sale. And pretty sure I saw a pontoon boat.
Well, maybe that's Dana's, who's the manager of the place.
I think they've got a pontoon boat for sale.
You never know what that old Dana's up to.
You don't know.
The saddest movie ever made is our question today with your 2 cents.
I don't know. I don't try not to watch sad movies.
I know, but you did watch Where the Red Fern Grows.
Oh, well, I was forced to watch that.
You were forced to watch it?
Yeah, they showed it at school.
Oh, at school.
Yeah, I've never seen Old Yeller.
Because you know that it's bad.
Yeah.
Bad meaning the dog dies.
But I have seen Where the Red Fern Grows.
Dog dies.
But not Old Yeller.
You know, it's bad when people die too. But it's something about when them dogs die.
I've seen some sad movies, but I don't remember what they were. That would come in like halfway through them or something.
Yeah. You don't like being sad, do you?
No.
I don't like being sad either.
I don't see. To me, watching sad movies is like watching horror movies. In real life, I don't want to be scared or sad.
Oh, I get you now.
So why would I watch a movie that makes me scared or sad?
Oh, that's pitiful sounding.
Well, that's not pitiful sound. That's just the truth. Why would you force those?
In other words, he's
on
got a lot of feelings. He don't want to deal with it.
No, that's not it. It just seems counterproductive to me. I mean, do you want to be scared or sad in real life?
Sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes I like a good scary movie. I gotta be in the mood for both.
In real life, like.
Well, a lot of people go to haunted houses and stuff like at Halloween.
I don't know. That's what I'm telling you. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I think they like that adrenaline rush.
Well, I mean,
but Jason,
do whatever you want to do. I don't care.
I feel like we're being judged.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that's why I don't, because I don't want to be scared or sad.
Moving along to what other people are saying on your 2 cents.
That's what I've been waiting for this whole time.
Well, then let me do it.
I've been waiting for you to do it.
Saddest movie ever made. What others are saying. Terry, you're right about this. The Notebook.
Never seen it.
I know you hadn't. Bruce said The Notebook. Jim said Old Yeller. Saving Private Ryan is what Kevin said.
I have seen. No.
You haven't?
No, I thought I had.
It's a war movie too.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen it, but I don't think I have.
You didn't get caught up in it.
No.
Because you knew it might be sad.
No, I don't. I don't know. I just never watched it. I don't think.
He's feeling cantankerous again today.
No,
we had a long day yesterday.
I'm not feeling cantankerous today.
You see how debatable it is on that? Jason, you pick on me all the time, but when I pick on you, you don't like it.
You're not picking on me.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
You didn't know? All right. Somebody else, Cindy, said Terms of Endearment.
Never seen it.
Rachel said Watership Down. I haven't seen that.
Oh my gosh, oh, it is. It's so sad.
What is it about?
I have seen that.
Oh, you sound sad.
It was another one that made us watch it in school.
Watership Down?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
If you Googled it, you'd remember it.
You think that I saw it in school at Lynchburg?
Well, I don't know. Maybe not in Lynchburg.
Why do you act like it's so beneath you?
Maybe they showed it at the lot. Did y'all have a library?
We did in school, and then we had a library in town that we would walk to sometimes.
Oh, I bet they. Yeah, I bet
as
they
a class.
I bet you got it shown to you then.
You know, we have Jack Daniel's distillery there. It's like a little hopping town.
Uh-huh.
It's tiny though. This is a good one. Miss Lisa Chapman Fowler, mayor of Allgood, said Brian's song. I know you've seen that.
I've never seen Brian's song.
It's a great movie, but it is sad. It's sad.
What's it about?
It's about the football player that gets sick and his friendship with another guy, one of the other players. It's a really great movie, but yet very sad in the end.
Sad.
Brian passes away.
Brian dies.
And that's a song from
Spoiler alert.
But it's an old movie. Stephen said The Passion of the Christ and The Green Mile.
Well, hey, I've seen both of those.
The Green Mile, it's sad.
Yeah,
it's not the saddest one I've ever seen.
There's some sad moments in that for sure.
Yeah, and Passion of the Christ it was very emotional when I watched it.
Yeah, I would say it's emotional, not sad.
It's sad too.
Right, but it's more emotional than it is sad.
I went through a lot of emotions watching that one.
Yeah.
A lot of guilt. Watch that and somebody died for your sins. It makes you feel like you need to straighten up.
Makes me feel great.
No, you feel great too, but then I feel like I need to straighten up.
Oh, yeah, you do need to straighten up.
Cantankerous. Now, would Jesus want you to act like that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yeah.
John said, P.S. I love you. I can't think of what that's about.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I don't know if I've seen it. Oh, Carissa. This is one of my favorite movies. Robin Williams was in it. What Dreams May Come. Robin Williams when he was doing the serious acting. Oh, it's a good movie.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's good. Oh, Christy said My Girl.
Never seen it.
Saddest movie ever made. Love Me Tender, Johnny Ferguson.
Never seen it.
Love Me Tender. All I can think
Elvis?
of. Yeah, no, I don't think so, but all I can think of is that. Well, was it an Elvis movie? Is that where the song came from?
I don't know, Sheila.
Sure. I don't think Elvis was in sad movies.
I don't think so
But he
either.
wanted to be a dramatic actor.
Yeah.
Can't wait to eat. Oh, Misty said all dogs go to heaven and Marley and me. See, Misty's one of those like we are. If a dog dies in it, it's very hard.
Man, I have never seen any of these movies.
All dogs go to heaven?
Never
It's
seen
kind
it.
of like a cartoon though, but it's a movie.
Never seen it.
And Marley and me?
Never seen it.
That's the thing about horror movies too. If there's a dog, if there's any animal in a horror movie, they're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Me
I mean, I
neither.
don't like people dying either, but come on, the animals are innocent, especially
Right.
dogs.
Right. Except for Cujo.
But he couldn't help it. He just got sick and got rabid.
He couldn't help it.
Bless his heart. But he was mean.
Coming up in just a little bit, it's spoiler alert, things going on in the world of entertainment and music. So we'll get to that here in just a little bit. Right here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Foglight Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Upperman Bees baseball team beat Red Bank in Game 1 of the Class 3A sectional last night, 4-3 in 9 innings. Juju Yano went 7 innings on the mound, striking out 11 while going 2 for 4 at the plate and scoring 2 runs. The Bees need one more win to punch their ticket to state. The Denver Nuggets forced a Game 7 and kept their season alive, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder 119-107 last night. Jamal Murray had 25 for the Nuggets, while Nikola Jokic poured in 29 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists. Game 7 will be Sunday in OKC, with the winner moving to the Western Conference Finals. Jonathan Vegas fired a first-round 64 and leads the PGA Championship by 2 shots at Quail Hollow. Former world number 1 Luke Donald is 3 shots back after shooting 4 under par, while current world number 1 Scotty Scheffler shot 2 under and is 5 off the lead. Join us this evening at Red Bank once more as the Upperman Bees baseball team take on the Lions at 4 o'clock Central Time. If the Bees win, they are into the state tournament. If they lose, they'll play again in a winner-take-all Game 3. You can watch on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila, and we're here in the Willow Window Studio. We're talking about sad movies. My guy Jerry Salmon just said $1 Million Baby.
That is the boxing movie with Hilary Swank and
Right. I have seen that one.
Clint Eastwood was in that. Oh, that's a great movie, though.
Yeah.
Such a good movie. What was that a true story?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know, but anyway, that's
Maybe it
really heart-wrenching movie.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: things on TV tonight. You got Shark Tank and 2020 on ABC. The greatest hashtag at-home videos on CBS. SWAT is also on CBS. UFL football, they're still trying to make a run.
They're trying to make me and you like them.
I want to. I've tried to get behind the Memphis Showboats.
Yeah.
But I never can.
I've tried. It's not the same.
Grosse Point Garden Society, that's on NBC, and so is Dateline tonight. New to streaming, Football Parents, that's on Netflix, season 1 of that. Also season 1 on Netflix of Rotten Legacy. Yeah. On Saturday night, you got the Stanley Cup playoffs on ABC. 48 Hours on CBS. Yes Chef and another Dateline on NBC. And then it's the season finale of American Idol on Sunday. So And I think they've got Brandon Lake on there.
Oh, he's good.
Man, he is real good. So
He's a Christian singer.
he is, but he did that song with Jelly Roll too. The Hallelujah song.
Oh, okay.
He did it with Jelly Roll, and it was number 1 on the country charts and number 1 on the contemporary Christian music charts. And I'm not sure that's ever been done before, but
I'm telling you, contemporary Christian is moving up. I mean, it's like so popular now.
I've been shocked at how good all the music is on that Grace FM, because growing up, Christian music, you were lucky if you got Stryper. Remember Stryper?
Oh yeah, I thought they were good, but they were one of the only ones that I really liked.
Ryan Kira Armstrong will lead the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot, which has a pilot order at Hulu. And Sarah Michelle Gellar will reprise her role as Buffy Summers and will also executive produce.
I really like her.
Who?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, yeah. I do too.
I think she's really good.
James Vanderbeek will join the Legally Blonde prequel for Amazon Prime in a recurring guest starring role. Well, James Vanderbeek.
That has to be his real name. I mean, why would a Hollywood promoter name you Vanderbeek? But it is memorable.
Was James Vanderbeek, is he the guy in Friday Night Lights?
I'm not
sure. In Friday Night Lights?
I'm not sure.
CNN will air the second to last performance of Good Night and Good Luck on June 7th. The record-breaking play was written by and stars George Clooney, who plays legendary broadcast journalist Edward R. Murrow. I mean, somebody might actually watch CNN.
Oh, goodness.
Saturday Night Live, Ladies and Gentlemen, 50 Years of Music. It's going to feature Mick Jagger, Blondie, Billie Eilish, and more. It's going to open at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on May 23rd, but the official opening party is slated for June 14th and will feature a performance by longtime Saturday Night Live cast member and musician Fred Armisen. I didn't know Fred was a musician as well. Did you?
I knew he played drums a couple of times on the skits, but I didn't know. I don't know how good he is. Let's be honest with that. And as far as James Vanderbeek, I looked up. He is not in Friday Night Lights.
Okay. Let me see him. You got a picture of him up there? Composer and... Okay. Composer and lyricist Charles Strauss, whose work included Annie and Bye Bye Birdie, passed away yesterday. 3-time Tony Award winner, was 96.
Boy, he's talented.
Wow. And to live to 96 is pretty awesome. Another celebrity death at 89, and Sheriff Buford Pusser. Remember we were talking about him?
Yeah.
And I got something wrong about...
That was when Rafferty was co-hosting with you.
That's right, yeah. And because I thought Buford Pusser was the one who said...
carry a big stick.
Yeah, something about carry a big stick, yeah.
And it was actually the Roosevelt.
Yeah. But anyway, Joe Don Baker, he portrayed Sheriff Buford Pusser.
I like it, that actor. Yeah.
He was also in 3 James Bond movies. Let's see here. What else was he in? Cape Fear, Reality Bites, Mars Attacks, Mud, and that was his final screen appearance. He passed away. He was 89. He's from Groesbeck, Texas.
I liked it. His southern accent, too.
So,
and I mean, with a name like Joe Don, you know he's got to be southern.
Thoughts and prayers for his family and all of that. Blake Lively.
Oh, my goodness. She's back in the news.
A federal judge struck down a letter from Justin Baldoni's legal team alleging that Blake Lively's attorney pressured Taylor Swift to support Blake Lively publicly, threatening to leak private text if she refused. Judge Louis J. Lyman deemed the letter improper and irrelevant to the case. Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, claimed an anonymous source close to Taylor Swift reported that Blake Lively's team demanded Swift delete messages and issue a public statement. But they're saying that's baseless and defamatory. Here's what I think should happen. I think they ought to put Taylor Swift and Blake Lively
in a room together.
Put them in the wrestling ring.
Of course you do.
Do a WWE Raw event.
Pay-per-view.
And they come out and they just, I'm talking.
Slinging hair and slinging fists.
Lots of hair pulling and just getting after it. And whoever wins,
You know
wins.
who I think will win?
Taylor Swift.
Like we talked a couple of days ago. She's a pretty package, but she can be gangster.
I bet she'd be mean as hell.
Especially with somebody trying to make her do something.
Right.
I don't think she takes kindly to that.
I think it'd be huge. I think it'd be huge for wrestling. Think of the ratings and all that would get.
I would say their friendship is done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I wouldn't like somebody threatening me.
Do it in a cage match.
And now that would give you incentive to really take them down.
Yeah. I'd watch that.
Of course you would.
That'd be good.
Why do you men like girl fights?
Because y'all are mean.
We're mean?
You mean you don't play by the rules? You know, it's just like, it's like, it's crazy.
Here's what I think. They think we don't play by the rules. We get in there and get dirty and we start slinging hair and fists and hair pulling and scratching, and they think some clothes might come off accidentally.
I think we can all agree that, like in school,
yeah,
if there was a guy fight, it was mostly posturing. You know what I mean? It was mostly
posturing,
chest out, like, bring it.
Oh, acting like a little rooster.
Yeah, and it turns out no fun. You know?
No, but by the time you've made me mad, because I don't like fighting.
Right.
But I've done it. And I've won.
Yeah. Guy fights don't.
A girl that was 3 years older than me in school.
Guy fights, see, we don't really want to fight.
Well, I don't want to fight. I didn't want to. I don't even like confrontations.
I'm not talking about just you, Sheila. I'm talking about girl fights in general.
I don't think we want to fight in general.
But when you do.
But when we get mad enough to, it's fantastic. There's no holds bar.
It's on.
Yeah. Yeah.
If two guys got into a fight in the cafeteria,
no, guys are fine. We don't think much of it.
They would probably even step away from the tables. When girls fought in the cafeteria,
we'll come across the table. We'll stand on a table. We'll flip a table over.
Right. It's nasty.
It really, I guess now you've convinced me. That is, yeah, y'all will step away from the table.
We have
and y'all will fist fight like boxing almost.
Right. We have,
like there's rules.
Men have fight decorum.
You even use the bro code with fighting.
It's 2,000 years of breeding that we know.
Girls, we're just like, rah!
So y'all are new at this fighting thing in general.
You say new at it, but you like watching our fights better than the men fights.
Right.
Because they think some clothes are going to come
now
off.
You went right back to that.
Because they're men.
I just made a whole case about why it's more interesting, and then you're back to nakedness.
Well, that's what I think.
Not once have I thought that in a girl fight.
I've heard y'all like think of women pillow fighting and all that.
That's different.
Like you think we do that all the time.
That's different. Gosh, man, it's hard for you to keep up sometimes. Sheila.
Keep up? I was keeping up just fine. I was calling you out and you didn't like it. That was the deal.
I was trying to tell you the truth, but you wouldn't listen.
You know what I saw? I was watching Righteous Gemstones last night.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type that I wait till all the show's done and then I start. Walton Goggins, who plays Baby Billy on Righteous Gemstones, told his sister, he goes, "You're acting like a woman right now." Tim looked at me and goes, "That sounds like something Jason would say to you."
Oh my gosh. In the
it was great.
Diddy sex trafficking trial.
Yeah.
His ex-girlfriend Cassie.
Mm-hmm.
She had to do cross-examination yesterday.
Oh no!
And the defense.
Were they rough on her?
Yeah. The defense lawyer Anna Estavio attempted to shoot holes in her testimony that she was coerced and blackmailed into participating in the freak-offs. She brought up old text messages showing her willingness and enthusiasm for the parties, and they are pretty bad. I can't read any of them to you.
Uh-oh.
But you can go find them if you want to.
I don't know if I want to.
You probably have to clear your search history after you do it.
See, I don't know if I want to take that chance.
Bad. It's like...
Uh-oh.
I can't read them to you. They are nasty.
Raunchy.
Oh, yeah.
Don't read them to me.
I'm not. You can look them up later, which I know you will.
Stop it.
You'll look them up later.
You're making me want to right now. Stop it.
It's 6:45, and coming up, we've got the real good. That's a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. And round 5 of Ask Jason this week.
Let's see. Are you up to 9?
Mm-hmm.
9. He can break the record.
But I'd have to
Isn't
get
11 the record?
Yeah, I'd have to get all 3.
You could tie or break.
Yeah. And I'm not feeling it.
But you said that, I think, yesterday, and he got 2 out of 3 right. Not bad.
I ain't feeling it, Sheila.
If you get 2 out of 3 right today, you will tie it. If you get all 3, you will break the record.
I know. It's pretty exciting.
Stay tuned.
All right. Good morning. Cookeville's live here in the Willow Window Studio. We're brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang on. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. An active day is ahead with an elevated risk of severe weather. Scattered storms will be possible late this morning through the afternoon hours, any of which could be strong to severe. We'll then watch for an intense line of storms to move through the region later tonight. Damaging winds, large hail, and even a few tornadoes are all possible. Highs today will top out in the low to mid-80s. Make sure you have multiple ways of receiving alerts should a warning be issued for your location. Review your severe weather safety plan to be prepared to take action. Follow Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest updates. We'll have live streaming coverage on the Upper Cumberland Weather channel for any warnings that may be issued. You can find our channel 24/7 on YouTube and in the Hub Plus Roku app.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:48.
Well, high today in the low 80s for us. We've got cloudy skies right now and 74.
All right, Sheila, it's time. We've gone through some news stories. We have found some that are positive and uplifting. We call it the real good.
We're real good.
Yeah.
You didn't pause for me enough. Real good. 1, 2, 3. The real good. I need to hear more enthusiasm.
The real good.
Very good.
Alexa Landau, a junior at Montville Township High School in New Jersey, has just achieved something pretty incredible. She raised over $500,000 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in just 7 weeks.
Woo!
Working with the Student Visionaries of the Year program, Alexa sent out 200 emails each week trying to connect with corporate sponsors. She hosted a charity auction and organized a Dine to Donate event. Her focus and hard work paid off in a big way. 457 donors and sponsors pledged a staggering $504,000, all while Alexa continued to keep up with her studies at school. She enjoyed the adventure so much, and she said she was so happy to make an impact on a cause she cares about so deeply, and that she plans to stay involved in the program and help people in the future attain their fundraising goals. Well, sounds like she's great at it.
Yeah. I'll bet when her mama named her Alexa, though, she didn't know there was going to be this thing that you could talk to and say her child's name. Alexa, tell me the weather.
Good point, Sheila.
Thank you. I just thought of that when I hear Alexa, I think of mine, who's my friend.
All right. Carolyn, Daniel, and Michael Grusek are 22-year-old triplets who were very close and supported each other while growing up in Wilton, Connecticut. When it came time for college, they initially planned to go their separate ways, but that changed quickly as they started their lives away from home. Daniel and Michael chose to attend Monmouth University in New Jersey. Carolyn started her studies at Elon University in North Carolina. Carolyn had a change of heart during her sophomore year. She missed being with her brothers, Daniel and Michael, so she joined them at Monmouth. The triplets got back into the habit of supporting each other with their schoolwork. We were able to do homework together, and it was like our own little study group, Carolyn said. And now they're all graduating college at the same time with the same degree in communications. And the saga continues because they're all looking for jobs in New York City now. They're still sticking together, just in a bigger playground.
They should start a triplets podcast or something so they can all work together.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of podcasts, well, hang on a second. To Alexa and to Carolyn, Daniel, and Michael, y'all are
real good.
All right, speaking of podcasts.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you have to be a young person to find out where this is to do, but have you seen where they're turning like the video podcast where it looks like the host are babies?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. If somebody out there is watching,
you want to do us that way?
Yeah, and has a kid that knows how to do that.
Yeah, because we don't
do that. Because I can't.
Must be some app, right?
I can't find it. I can't figure it out. Because I was trying to find that the other day. So I thought how funny that would be.
It's really cute.
Baby Sheila and baby Jason would be.
I bet I'd be cuter than you.
I believe that too, Sheila.
He don't believe that.
I don't. You're right.
Oh, quit leading me on like that. I think we both would be very cute.
Well, it's hard for babies not to be.
Right. Okay. But us, we could mess it up.
Well, all right.
Don't say I could. That's what you're going to do.
All
okay.
right.
Look, you ready for your questions?
I am so ready, Sheila. I'm ready to get
We'll get back to Ask Sheila next week. He's been a pain this week.
I'm ready. Let's roll through these.
Let's roll through them.
Let's get it done.
Okay, he's gotten 9 right today this week for Ask Jason. We'll see if he can either tie the record at 11 or break it with 12.
Let's get it done, Sheila.
This topic is Mondays. Questions about Monday.
Got a case of the Mondays.
Yeah. All right, Jason. You're likely to do this on a Monday more than any other day of the week.
Complain.
No, it is an emotion, though.
An emotion. So they're probably sad. Wait, it's not how they're feeling, it's what they do. Repeat the question.
You're likely to do this more on a Monday than any other day of the week.
And it has an emotion. Well,
I gave you a good hint, and you're not getting any other hints because I'm afraid I'd give it away.
So it's an emotion that you do on a Monday, and people are probably sad.
He's wasting time because he's trying to think of what it could be.
They cry.
Yes. 10 right. 10 right so far because of my great hints.
Those were good hints.
You have to admit it because I've really helped you. So I expect next week when it's Ask Sheila that you give me good hints.
I always give good hints.
Not always.
Pretty much always.
All right, your second question.
Yeah.
People do. This sounds trap because it's almost the same question as the other one. People do this. People do this more on Monday than any other day of the week.
Complain.
It is.
Oh, really?
He's tied it at 11. He has met me at the tie.
I'm just going to start them all with complain.
So, Jason has tied my record of 11
Lord.
for this year.
Okay.
Can you break the record with 12 right?
Let's see.
For the week.
All right.
Here's your last question, Jason.
Okay.
This happens more on Monday than any other day of the week. It's the same question every time, but different answers.
Well, it can't be complain now because
Can't be complain or cry because we've ruled those out. That was the first couple of questions, first couple of answers.
Jeez.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's see a hint.
Yeah. I mean, you've asked me this.
You mentioned this morning.
I mentioned this morning.
This was off air. We were talking. But we talk a lot, so that's not giving him the answer. We say a lot in between going on the air. It happens more on Monday than any other day of the week.
And we were talking about this?
Yeah.
Have a headache?
Ding, ding, ding.
Really?
You have broken my record.
Because I have a headache today. That's why we were talking about it.
Yeah, and he's like, I go, you feeling all right? Because I always check on him before we go on. See what kind of mood he's in so I'll know what kind of day it's going to be on the air. He goes, I kind of have a headache. But then on air comes on and he's ready to go. But 12, that's great.
I ate too much last night is what it is.
We had Tara's meatballs from Duck Pond Manor at the Sparta Chamber.
And it was
Business
like
after
an
hours.
endless supply of them too. It wasn't like
And they were delicious.
you need to get them because they're almost gone. It was
Well, that's me. I got a couple because when you're out in public, you want to save them for everybody. You don't want to be a little pig.
Gotta
And I
show
went
some
back and I
etiquette
got a
there.
couple more. And then I went back and got a couple more.
What are those little hot?
I hadn't had dinner. That was our dinner.
Right. Yeah. All right. 12.
12. Congratulations.
I am the champion.
Jason's the champion, but not for long because I'm going to beat you next week. Maybe. Not with that attitude. That was good, though. 12.
Oh.
You had a great week, and you weren't feeling it today, and you got all 3 from my hints.
Yeah, you did give good hints, Sheila.
Without giving it away.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Jason.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
Now I just think it's being fake. When he goes over the top.
Coming up, Jacob Vincent will be in here from Upper Cumberland Reporter. Got some high school baseball still to talk about. Upperman plays Red Bank, and then we'll find out if there's any other schools in the Upper Cumberland that are still out there playing baseball or softball. I want to find out too where I want to find out the Monterey story about soccer. See if he can help us figure out what's going on in the soccer world.
Yeah.
Because I think Monterey's they won their region, maybe. I don't know, but I've been rooting for them since this is their first year of doing it. And then at 7:30, City Mayor Lauren Wheaton coming into the studio. We'll talk to her about what all's going on in Cookeville. So stick around with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. And we're live here in the Willow Window studio. Hang on.
TRN News.
In Memphis, a man is behind bars in connection with a deadly shooting at an anti-violence meeting. 21-year-old Bakari Roberts is charged with murder, arson, and theft after the April 9th shooting that killed 22-year-old Matthew Williams and hurt 5 others. Police believe others may have been involved and say the investigation is still ongoing, with a $50,000 reward offered for tips that lead to an arrest in the case. Meantime, a man has died after a boating incident on Dale Hollow Lake in Pickett County. Happening Wednesday evening near Sunset Marina, bystanders say Roger Howell was slumped over the steering wheel, then fell off from the boat. They pulled him from the water and performed CPR. However, Howell was pronounced dead at a local hospital. This marks Tennessee's 6th boating-related death so far in 2025. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission.
Hello, how are you doing today?
She wants more people to register as organ, eye, and tissue donors.
Are you an organ donor?
Yes, I am.
Yay. My goal is to sign up the most people in the United States.
What drives her? Roxanne's own life was saved through the gift of a heart transplant, made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day that I was going to devote myself to the cause of organ donation and signing people up and honoring my donor by doing that.
Now she's back to health, and she's a powerful force helping to save lives every day through her work. Imagine what you can make possible by leaving behind the gift of life.
8 people can be helped with the major organs, and up to 50 people can be helped with a little bit of everything. And when you think about it that way, that you could help that many people, it's amazing. It really is.
Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Tennessee's school voucher program officially up and running. Officials began accepting applications at 1 o'clock Thursday afternoon, and within 45 minutes, the wait time already reached 4 hours. Families can receive over $7,000 for each student to attend a school of their choice. The Universal School Voucher Program was passed during a special legislative session. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security sharing details on the immigration enforcement operations in Nashville. DHS announcing Tuesday most of the nearly 200 people who were stopped and detained in Nashville had previous convictions or pending charges. The department has given the names and criminal histories for 5 people who were apprehended in Davidson County. Some of the past convictions include rape, aggravated assault, and charges related to the drug trade. A man shot and killed near Belmont University identified. 26-year-old Dana Corley was shot several times while behind the wheel of a crashed car. He was pronounced dead at the scene on Wednesday. Detectives say this might be a case of a robbery gone bad. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. An Overton County man died Wednesday after reportedly falling from a boat on Del Hollow Lake. A TWRA statement said witnesses reported seeing Roger Howell slumped over the steering wheel and then falling from the boat. The statement said bystanders pulled Howell from the water and performed CPR. He was pronounced dead at Livingston Regional Hospital. The Allgood City Council has approved the first reading of an ordinance setting a new water rate schedule over the next 4 years. The new rates will see customers' bills rise on average by around 15% starting July 1st. City officials say the increases are in response to rising rates from Allgood's water supplier. The Board of Highlands Residential Services voted Thursday to appoint Chris Cassidy as executive director. Cassidy replaces Dow Harris as the head of Cookeville's Public Housing Authority. Cassidy is the former director of operations for the authority. His full-time appointment will become effective July 1st. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. An active day is ahead with an elevated risk of severe weather. Scattered storms will be possible late this morning through the afternoon hours, any of which could be strong to severe. We'll then watch for an intense line of storms to move through the region later tonight Damaging winds, large hail, and even a few tornadoes are all possible. Highs today will top out in the low to mid-80s. Make sure you have multiple ways of receiving alerts should a warning be issued for your location. Review your severe weather safety plan to be prepared to take action. Follow Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest updates. We'll have live streaming coverage on the Upper Cumberland Weather channel for any warnings that may be issued. You can find our channel 24/7 on YouTube and in the Hub Plus Roku app.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, no. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. Sorry about being a little late. Turn on the mic. Sheila was still talking. It's 7:07 now.
Am I allowed to talk now?
You
Mr.
are,
Jason?
because now we're on the air.
Oh, good Friday morning, everyone. We've got Jacob Vincent in here with us from Upper Cumberland Reporter. Jacob, I'm sorry you got to join us today. We're feeling really just full of ourselves today. We're having fun. We had a long day yesterday, and
well,
it's a continuing
Friday.
Friday, plus staying out late last night.
I'll just be real honest with everyone.
Uh-oh.
My give a damn is busted.
I thought you were going to blame something on me. That's why I said, uh-oh. But it's fun.
Yeah.
We have fun.
Upper Cumberland Reporter, Jacob Vincent, and we've got only one baseball team left from the Upper Cumberland play-in.
We had
and
two.
That is Upperman.
Yep, we had two last night. The Gordonsville Tigers were still playing. They were playing Whitwell, and they got into a shootout last night. I think.
Is that in softball or baseball?
That was baseball.
Oh,
so
okay.
Gordonsville baseball was also alive in their 3-game series against Whitwell. They lost the first game, won the second, and then lost the third. So they're done now. It was 18-10. Woo. Yeah, it was a very high. You get that's especially 1A baseball. You get a little bit deeper into those series. Those arms. Well, the arms start to get a little bit more thin.
Yeah.
Rather than 3A or 4A baseball. But yeah, Upperman baseball is the final baseball team remaining from our area. And they won their first game last night. I mean, their last 2 games have been absolutely the best games that we have had on UCR.
Really?
I mean, they've been phenomenal. Went to 9 innings last night, won 4-3. And really everything you could ask for in a baseball game. It was a good baseball game, good pitching, good hitting. And we expect the same tonight because both aces are going to be going tonight.
And it's at Red Bank.
It is at Red Bank, yep.
All right. And then, of course, I think we probably need to say weather pending.
It looks like, since we're more south, we should be okay until later.
Okay.
And now there is, if Red Bank were to win this first game, they would turn around and play a second one, and then that's when we might be in trouble.
On the same night?
On the same night, yep.
Gosh, that doesn't seem fair.
Well, they got to get done before. I mean, they could play tomorrow technically, but they got to get done before Tuesday, and
because that's the end of school.
Well, it's Tuesdays when the spring fling starts. That's when the state tournament starts. So they got to get it done and get it in. A lot of teams for baseball will start Wednesday this week and play 2 on Wednesday, and then the if needed game that Thursday. A lot of teams played 2 last night, and then the if needed game today. Upperman is actually one of the few teams across the state that played 1 game last night and have 2 possibly today.
So it'd just be easier for Upperman. They just win this game,
correct,
and then be done.
Which it's not going to be easy. I mean, they've got Alec Wilson going. He is the district player or the district pitcher of the year in 7 AAA. And then on the other side, they've got a kid from Venezuela going. His name's Alvarez. He pitched a little bit last night in relief, actually, in extra innings, and he's really good as well. About an 83-mile-an-hour fastball. He's got a slider that moves all over the place. But the good thing is they were able to see it a little bit and see him a little bit. So they're not going to be surprised by it. It's a little bit earlier start time, 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. So it should be a really fun game with both aces going on either side.
We'll have the game on Hub Plus as well on the Roku app. So if you want to watch it that way, have at it. But it's also, of course, on Upper Cone Reporters YouTube channel and on their Facebook page. But it's sounds like it'll be another great game.
Yeah.
Are they just evenly matched pitching, or is it are they evenly matched in every position?
Yeah, they've got kind of different styles. Red Bank is a very aggressive team on the base path. They've got a lot of team speed, and we saw that early on in the first inning yesterday. But Upperman has Ricky Allison behind the dish, and you can't run on him. And Red Bank found that out pretty quickly. The first 2 guys that reached tried to run. They both got thrown out, and they didn't try to run after that. So it's and according to their max preps, they've got a kid with 41 stolen bases. He didn't even attempt to steal a base yesterday because of what happened after the first 2 guys reached. So they do still have speed. So if it gets put in play, they're going to make things happen. And that's exactly what they did in the bottom of the 7th inning. They're down 3-1. They had runners on first and second and third. They were able to put one into the outfield and tie it up 3-3. But the Bees still able to get that final out and send it to extras and squeak out the win. And it's so important to win that first game. Just takes that pressure off, because then you've got 2 chances to do it.
Right.
Obviously, you would much rather do it in the first game and not put that pressure back on you. And it would be a heck of a run as well for these seniors who won the state title their freshman year, made the state title game their sophomore year. They were in this round last year, and they have a chance to get back to the state tournament for 3 out of their 4 years for their class.
So if they win tonight, that puts them into the state
tournament.
Okay,
Yep.
State tournament.
State tournament.
Okay.
So, and then you got to win. I think it's 4 games to get into the state championship. It'll start Tuesday, run all the way to Friday next week in Murfreesboro. They'll be in the Smyrna side of the bracket, so they'll be playing at Smyrna High School until the championship game, if they were to make it there, which is at MTSU. It's the Spring Fling's a fun time because it's all in Rutherford County, and it is all around the area of Murfreesboro. Goose kind of has a tough time because he's going everywhere. He's going track and field, soccer, tennis. We got the easy job. We're doing baseball and softball, that being me and Noah. And we're assuming that Gordonsville is going to make it there softball wise. DeKalb County's got a chance as well. And then obviously Upperman baseball's got a chance tonight.
Well, Upperman is just a powerhouse in every single sport, man. I mean,
I don't know how they do that.
You just automatically assume now that Upperman's going to be in a position to go to state every year now.
Yeah,
and coaching and great players.
Well, and it's not just one sport. I mean,
right?
Football, they've had a great run. Girls basketball, obviously. Boys basketball won a state title. Baseball is back here again. Softball last year made the state tournament as well.
I mean, Upperman is basically title town.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. So they should just.
I think they'll
volleyball
accept
a couple
that.
of years ago made it.
They should just change the name. It's no longer Baxter.
Green Bay.
It's Titletown. Green Bay.
They got Titletown in Green Bay.
No, but we ain't got to bring up Green Bay.
Don't give Jacob grief. That's your job with me. Leave Jacob alone.
Oh, all right.
I got you back.
We'll find out too what's going on with some other spring sports as well. Whether that's soccer is still going on. Cookeville's still in the hunt for that. So we'll find out more about that coming up in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:16.
I think sometimes we should show behind the scenes because it's interesting too. Or not, then I would get into trouble.
Maybe one day, Sheila.
And Jason would get into trouble.
Maybe one day we'll do it.
Jacob Vinson is putting up with us every Friday right here on Hub Plus. He's with Upper Cumberland Reporter. And we were going to talk about softball. You had some questions about the Monterey.
Well, just
not softball, soccer.
Some of the spring sports and, as we're wrapping up the school year, baseball obviously is a big deal, softball, but there's some other sports going on. And now, of course, this is Monterey's first season having a soccer team.
And it's very impressive. They've done well.
Yeah, and they
first year
have a place to play now and the whole bit. And they went pretty far. And I it was one of those deals where it was on my timeline, but my timeline refreshed. I never could find the story again.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah. So catch us up on what's happening with soccer. I know Monterey made it pretty far. Cookeville still in the hunt there for a championship. So what's going on there?
Yeah, Monterey, they won their district, so they were into the region semifinals as a 1 seed. They ended up falling to White House Heritage in that first game, 7-1. So their season is done. Their season is done now. But there are a few other teams that kind of made it to that round. Nobody other than Cookeville made it past the region semifinals, though.
Okay.
Smith County was there, and then Cumberland County and Stone Memorial in the region semifinals were able to make it through the district. But yeah, Cookeville, the only one to actually make it through the region semifinals. They actually won that in OT, and then the region championship they won as well against Siegel last night, 1-0. And so they're into the sectional round now, and they'll have a chance to get to the state tournament with a win tomorrow against Howard.
Wow. Go Cavs. C-A-V-S. Go Cavs, go.
Look at you.
I don't know if they still do that cheer.
I'm sure at some
that
point.
Was from back in the day whenever I was
when
a
you
Cav.
were the OG Cav.
Right. C-A-V-S, go Cavs, go.
It was a different building back then, wasn't it?
Ha ha, it was good, Jacob.
Yeah, I went to high school where Avery Trace is now. Of course, they've torn most of that down because, asbestos and having to walk outside and stuff. They tried to kill us, but we survived, and it made us stronger.
Made it this far.
That's right. We didn't have a soccer team back then, though.
No, soccer is it's really popular.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not dogging
It's trying to take over.
Well, we were talking about this yesterday because, they announced the NFL's going to be playing, you had it in your sports when they're going to be.
Ireland?
Yeah, in Ireland and London and Spain. I think there's 6 or 7 NFL games. And I was wondering, are they trying to get American football started over there like they got soccer started over here?
It could be something like that.
But soccer did it smarter because they got a bunch of little kids to start playing soccer, and
they grew up, and then
let's face it, they groomed them.
They groomed them for soccer
into being soccer players.
Well, and soccer is so much more accessible too. You just need a ball,
right?
And I mean, you don't need any equipment really. And it's worldwide because you've got the World Cup where you've got each nation playing against each other. I mean, and that's been going on forever,
right?
And now it's, I mean, even up in Indiana, I mean, I've played soccer pretty much my whole life, kind of growing up, played through high school and everything, and it's pretty big deal up there. So.
He said it like, "Oh, really? You're one of them."
I am one of them.
I didn't mean it like that.
I am one of them.
I didn't mean it like that. That wasn't a thing growing up.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I don't remember anybody ever playing soccer when I was growing up, and then it really became popular. And I didn't think about there's no pads that you got to buy, and I mean, football really is expensive sport.
Yeah.
Well, and a big deal up in Indiana as well. And actually, Indiana University, they were one of the first teams to have a varsity soccer team in college.
Really?
And they had a lot of success, still do. And so that kind of helped grow the game just in the state of Indiana. Notre Dame's really good up there as well. So they've got quite a few college teams that have kind of spread the game up there, even just when I was younger.
Now, have you been to this one in Nashville, the pro soccer?
Not yet. I'm gonna go there in October for a concert, but not for soccer. So I have not been there yet.
I thought that was the silliest thing in the world, them building that soccer stadium. I was like, Lord, spending all that money on a place no one will go to.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Not completely. I don't know if it's ever been sold out or not.
It's getting bigger.
I mean, I know.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever just be completely sold out, kind of like the Premier League or anything over in Europe.
Or the Savannah Bananas.
That's
a whole
That's
other
just
deal.
fun to
That's
say.
wild.
Yeah.
Savannah Bananas.
Now that is fun.
What's crazy is they've gone from playing at the Nashville Sounds to Nissan Stadium.
Right, and selling it out.
I mean, that's insane.
They had over 60,000 people there to watch the Savannah Bananas.
something?
Well, it's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Major League Baseball should really look at this and say, maybe we are boring. Maybe we play too many games.
Tell us what you really think, Jason.
Maybe we need to do something better because our ratings are slipping.
They've done a better job recently.
They have.
They haven't done a good job. They've done a better job.
I'm not saying go
Savannah Banana,
but add a little something into the mix.
Which is obviously, I mean, they've put the pitch count in, they've sped up the game a little bit. Extra innings, you start with a runner on second base, so they're trying to keep it cut down from 3 hours to closer to 2 hours for a game time. Yeah.
I mean, I know there's a lot of baseball purists and traditionalists. Baseball has a ton of those that hate all this stuff.
Yeah.
But you got to change or it's going to be a dying sport.
Yeah, you don't want that sport you love to not be anymore. So you've got to change with the times sometimes.
Sure. Yeah, I just think you have to and get better. I mean, football has.
Yeah.
Basketball is almost a completely different sport, it seems, than it was even from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, LeBron James could not have played basketball in the 90s because you have to dribble in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And now apparently you can just run it in from the 3-point line and not dribble or anything.
They like to stretch that gather step rule quite a bit.
Yeah.
Which I've never really watched the NBA, so I can't get into it too much.
And then I was like, well, this is unwatchable.
I've never gotten into it.
Sometimes they mess with sports too much, like even with football, they've made it to where, because if you go back and you watch football from the 80s and 90s,
it was rough.
There have been a lot of flags being thrown.
Yes. And now if you breathe on a quarterback, you get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Especially Patrick Mahomes. Lord, don't touch that guy.
Yeah.
Any other spring sports that we need to know about?
Gordonsville softball and DeKalb County softball are still alive. DeKalb County will play Lenore City tomorrow morning for a chance to get to the state tournament. Gordonsville softball will play Whitwell tomorrow evening. We'll have broadcast coverage of that game at 5:30 tomorrow. So those two teams have a good chance of getting to the state tournament. And then obviously we'll have coverage of them throughout the state tournament if they get there. Cookeville softball. Or Cookeville soccer going through. Cookeville lacrosse is playing tomorrow as well, and then obviously there's a ton of.
When you were talking about lacrosse earlier, you said Cookeville girls lacrosse.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Cookeville girls lacrosse will be playing tomorrow.
Man, but that's some knockout drag out. We were just talking about girl fights earlier, and
Jason brought it up.
Lacrosse is great. I've watched lacrosse several times, and at first I didn't know if I'd like it. But any sport where you're allowed to hit another person with a stick,
it's crazy.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah. It's awesome to watch, but I mean, I'd be scared to playing it.
After watching my first lacrosse game that I've ever seen, my first thought was they should get in football. They should give the running back and linebacker both sticks.
Just to hit each other with.
And then,
at least they have pads.
Right. And then, they can just go through and just whack people.
It'd make it interesting.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
it'd make it interesting.
I think it'd make it.
It's kind of like whenever you've got a broken hand or something, you've got the club on.
Right.
You can just come through and start swinging that.
Yes. Yeah, but I think the running back and linebacker would be the perfect positions to carry a stick.
That would make it a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You imagine Derrick Henry with a stick? Stop.
I'd watch it.
I'd watch the heck out of that.
For a minute, I was thinking I was seeing him with a stick in my head, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Could you imagine that? Just the way he pushes people down, then have a stick too?
Goodness.
That linebacker,
that'd be damaging.
That linebacker with the stick better get over there real quick.
Why don't we just have sword fights in the middle of a football game?
I'm in.
It's kind of like hockey. Just throw the gloves off.
Yeah.
That's a sport I wish I understood better.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I understood that better. I don't get any of it. When I go to a hockey game, I just cheer when everybody else cheers.
Well, it's probably because soccer is kind of mixed into it a little bit.
Yeah.
In terms of some of the rules.
I do have a mental block toward that.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm a real American, and I only like American sports.
Well, for me, it is so much better when I watch it in person with the crowd than if I'm watching it on TV. It gets a little boring, but if I'm with the crowd, I mean, it's a lot more fun.
I say all that about soccer, but during the World Cup, I do get into it.
Yes, the World Cup is fun.
That American pride starts welling up.
Even though they're not very good.
They're not, but still fun to talk trash about the other countries.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know much about them, the other countries, but I'll still talk trash.
They're better than us. I know that.
Well, just treat them all like they're Alabama.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hi, Jerry Salmon. That's his buddy.
He's a big Alabama fan, and
he's always supporting us.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why he keeps on, because you're dogging Alabama all the time.
He'll talk trash about Tennessee, and I talk trash about
Jerry,
Alabama.
I took up for you, and then
we can still be friends.
The way it should be, the way God intended.
That's right. All right, so at 4:00 this afternoon, we've got Upperman and Red Bank. If Upperman wins, they go to the state tournament. If they lose, they'll play a second game right after that. They win that, they go to the state tournament. Yep. If they lose, they come home.
Yes.
Whew.
All right.
Yep. You
That's
got
a
it.
lot.
See? You're
Look
figuring
at
it
you.
out.
You did good.
Figured out.
Yeah.
And that's all on Upper Cumberland Reporter. And you can watch it on Hub Plus as well, starting at 4:00. Jacob, man, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely.
And you won't be here next Friday?
This is final week of high school sports coming up. And there's nothing going on after next week. We'll be in Murfreesboro next week. So
it'll be a sad day.
It will be.
Be a sad day. Then we'll be talking about football and getting ready for when does football season start?
Middle of August.
Middle of August. So we're not that far away from more sports. And then college starts August 30th.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
NFL right after.
And the Vols have a noon game on the 30th.
There you go.
So you can start early.
He already knows. He's already looking forward to
planning forward.
It's like Christmas. It's the day after my anniversary. See how I planned that, Jacob?
Yeah.
And he did plan that on purpose.
Coming up, we've got the mayor of Cookeville, Miss Lauren Wheaton, will be here. A lot of stuff going on in Cookeville, so we'll get the latest on that here in just a minute. On Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Upperman Bees baseball team beat Red Bank in Game 1 of the Class 3A sectional last night, 4-3 in 9 innings. Juju Yano went 7 innings on the mound, striking out 11 while going 2 for 4 at the plate and scoring 2 runs. The Bees need one more win to punch their ticket to state. The Denver Nuggets forced a Game 7 and kept their season alive, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder 119-107 last night. Jamal Murray had 25 for the Nuggets, while Nikola Jokic poured in 29 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists. Game 7 will be Sunday in OKC, with the winner moving to the Western Conference Finals. Jonathan Vegas fired a first-round 64 and leads the PGA Championship by 2 shots at Quail Hollow. Former world number 1 Luke Donald is 3 shots back after shooting 4 under par, while current world number 1 Scotty Scheffler shot 2 under and is 5 off the lead. Join us this evening at Red Bank once more as the Upperman Bees baseball team take on the Lions at 4 o'clock Central Time. If the Bees win, they are into the state tournament. If they lose, they'll play again in a winner-take-all Game 3. You can watch on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:33.
And Cookeville Mayor Lauren Wheaton joins us. Hello, beautiful Lauren Wheaton.
Good morning to both of y'all. Happy Friday.
Well, happy Friday. We haven't talked to you since The big news.
And how funny that was the day that the last time I talked to y'all was the day that we made the official announcement. And it was really hard. I wanted to tell y'all so bad.
Well, we already knew.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. You already knew. So I wasn't telling you anything new.
I've been talking about it for like a year and a half.
At least a year and a half. Yeah, you've been asking. And it's been in the works for that
couldn't
long.
talk about it. You didn't want to jinx it.
No, exactly. And I have learned very much that, there have been some projects that have been mentioned early and don't come to fruition. And we did not want to jeopardize anything with this. Yeah. We respected the companies that were coming. They had asked us.
Well, don't they make y'all sign a NDA
Some people do. Yeah. In the beginning, they'll sign NDAs. We didn't have to with this one, but it was just an understanding that we're not going to release this until it's official, till they want us to, again, to respect them because, they're two big names coming into the community. So we did. But, man, the minute we got the go-ahead, Mayor Porter and I were on the phone on our Facebook, and we were like, all right, ready, go. And we clicked it. And it was so much fun to get to do that together. So it was pretty exciting.
It is something that the communities wanted, both a Target and a Home Depot.
I mean, ever since I moved here, and my husband who's from here, he's even said it too. So he did joke, and I will give him credit for this. He said, well, it took a woman to finally get Target to Cookeville. And I said, yes, honey.
It's the passion we have for Target. Target.
How long has that I'll call it a courtship. How long has that courtship actually been working?
So I met with them. We had the Target executives come in. That was right after I got elected in 2022. They came and sat down with us, and they actually told us at that time, they said, hey, we're pushing this back. It doesn't look like we'd even announce until 26. And so we kind of went, oh, man, okay. But, we're here. We're trying to make this happen. Again, county, Melinda Kiefer, everyone at the city, we're continuing that dialogue and seeing what could happen. And then all of a sudden it switched and we got called to another meeting and they said, okay, we're ready to move forward with this. And we just went, okay. Now, there were still a lot of things that had to get worked out because we did do this differently than we've done any other project.
Well, I heard that, there was a lot of TDOT involvement.
We had to get TDOT approval. Right. Yes, they had to come in. I mean, Willow is their road, so they had to come in and say, no, you can't put a light here. Yes, you can put a light here. Utility-wise, we had to make sure, just lining everything up, getting Home Depot and Target both committed at the same time, working with the developer. So it was, it was a long-term relationship.
There's so much red tape involved with that. I mean, and TDOT does a great job, but they are so involved with the whole state, so it's hard to really.
It's a big intersection there, I-40
totally
and Willow, and I mean, and we'll just be real honest here. It's not the best thing.
It's got room for improvement.
Yeah,
yes, it does.
For improvement,
yes,
as it stands, and then you put a big shopping center right there. That's a lot of different things to look at.
Well, yeah, and then there's is it Green Gables, I think, that's right behind it, which is a city road. So we had to take a look at that and say, okay, we've got to improve this road before we do this. So it was city, it was TDOT, like I said, it was the the county and the city coming together and say, hey, what initiatives can we bring so they can come here? So a lot of times when big companies come here, instead of paying property tax, they do a little incentive project with it. But with this, the day the doors open, we're going to go ahead and start collecting that sales tax revenue.
Oh, great.
Which is going to be huge.
Sure will be.
Yeah. So we'll start getting that revenue right away, which again just comes right back into the city and county, and we get to reinvest it.
The economic impact of that will be huge.
It is. I think it shows how strong our local economy already is to have companies like that want to come and invest in us. But yeah, to say this is an opportunity that is the first of its kind, I really think in the Upper Cumberland. I mean, we are, to have a Target and Home Depot between Nashville and Knoxville, you kind of go past Lebanon and that's it. We're here. So it's really exciting.
And then any truth to one of the restaurants being an In-N-Out burger?
I will not confirm nor deny.
Remember, she doesn't want to jinx anything.
Here we go again.
I know. Yes, you should know by now. I'm not announcing it till I'm walking in the door, till they're here.
Go again.
But that'd be all. I've only had In-N-Out burger once out in Vegas, I remember, and it was great.
Well, I know they're building one in Crossville. So I just figured that would be the next step here is to have one.
No, they're building a Whataburger in Crossville.
Whataburger.
They're building a Whataburger in Crossville, yeah, so.
I get those two mixed up too. I haven't tried In-N-Out burger. I've tried Whataburger.
I love Whataburger.
I don't cook anymore these days, so any food, offering, yes.
You're on the go with taking kids to
all the practices
all their
and things, and doing the mayor stuff. I will say, and we've actually discussed this at city council level, this is the most activity we've seen going on in the city since I can remember being on council, starting in, when did I get elected? 18? No, 6, yes, 8. Ooh, no. 18, 20, I forgot when I first got elected.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Something like that, yes. But just so much is going on in the city right now, so we are just super busy.
It is, and all the construction everywhere. It's so
I
funny
know.
to hear the talk. You're like, oh, there's construction on Willow, and there's a construction on Jefferson, and then I take a side road, and there's more construction. I go, the town's growing. We need that construction. We just need to be patient.
Yeah.
And it's just infrastructure. I mean, this is just, taking care of yourself. This isn't even new stuff. This is just paving roads that need to be paved. This is moving
Stuff that, it took so long to kind of get it going, but we've needed it for a while.
We've needed it for a while, and we've actually had things line up where we've gotten really good prices on paving and crews that can stay here and help out. And so we've said, hey, while we've got it, let's go. Let's get some stuff done. So, yeah, we are doing a lot right now. So I do apologize that it is kind of chaotic right now. But once it's all done, you're going to be driving on some really nice roads. You're going to have some really great sidewalks. You're going to have sewer and water lines moved out of the way. So when those other projects come through, you're not going to have to go through that
It's
headache.
going to be so nice when all of it is done.
Yeah.
And then we'll just start all over again.
Things I've been hearing is like, why do they have to do it all at the same time? Is there an answer to that?
Yeah, that's what, because we have certain crews that we have contracts for, and they say, hey, you've got us for 6 months.
Right.
And so we hammer down, honestly, and we get as much stuff done in that time frame. And so sometimes we try to do it at night, but sometimes projects can't be done at
Right.
night. So we do have to do it during the
You
day.
have to abide by some of their rules too.
Yeah,
so
when their
it's like,
crews can work and
we
when
have
they
to play
can
nicely with the crews.
We do. We want to. We obviously, because these are partners that we're working with. This, some are city employees, but some are other contractors that have come in. So we've got to work with them. But yeah, we've got little, and right now it's good weather. You can't do a lot of this stuff in the wintertime. So you got to take advantage of the weather right now. And so we're really, like I said, hammering down, getting this stuff done.
Or
Because
they say you got to crack some eggs to make an omelet, or
yes, exactly. That is
Yeah.
the perfect. Yeah, it's going to be a very pretty omelet.
yeah,
Everyone's going to have a great brunch.
big
at the end.
asphalt omelet.
I love it. Gonna have a
get a
great,
shirt
she said
that
it's
says that.
going to have a great a great
brunch after this. Yes.
I love it.
Hey, I will say this, that the next time that a company is trying to keep it secret that they're coming here,
Yeah.
they probably shouldn't fly in on their corporate jet with their logo on the side. People talk.
People talk. And look, some of those people, they submit plans
Yeah.
with their logo on,
was
on
almost
the
on the plan.
plans.
It
I know.
was.
And you kind of go, hey, this is public. So if you want,
Yeah.
you may need to remove
Remember,
some of
we're
that
not the
stuff.
ones talking. You put your logo on there.
Yeah, we're kind of like, hey, this is, this is a smaller town still, and they talk.
Well, it's funny because it was right on the city website. We're talking about the Target and Home Depot, and they put the plans out there, and they showed the entrance, what the entrance is going to look like. Now, it was just a red circle.
You're like, that looks like a bullseye.
we
What logo has that?
we can't say if it's a Target or not.
Oh, I think, what was it? Councilman Walker said something. He was like, oh, we hit the bullseye with this. And we were like, what did you just say? So there was some hinting. Again, we wanted to make sure this was happening. We didn't want it. This was a big deal. We didn't want to.
Quick, too, from the announcement to the dirt work starting. I mean, like immediately.
Oh, they have, yes. And that was the plan, too. The minute we announced, they said, we want to get to work on this because they want to open the doors in fall of 26. And that's a lot of work to do for that project. Yeah, they want to have concrete pads down by August. So, I mean, that day, they were out there moving dirt, which, again, that's great. We'd love to see, we don't want something just to sit. We want to see that land's been there for a while. Let's get some stuff going on it.
I've been floating this out here for Cookeville, and I think I know you could help with this.
Great.
So he says it on the air. I hope this is nice, Lauren.
Well, no, I've been saying this on the air because I'm worried about the old Shoney's building.
Oh.
And
we can talk about this.
And I have figured out what would work there.
What hey,
But we're going to have to probably court these guys to do it. Demos.
Oh, I love Demos. Isn't it good?
It's just so good, and it'd be a perfect spot for Demos.
I think Cookeville and surrounding areas would support that.
I do too.
That's a restaurant that definitely one of those top requests that we get. Demos is one of the ones that comes through all the time. I'd love to see a Demos here.
Well, we need to figure out how to make that happen.
Okay, start the relationship.
I mean, you got Target here, so I mean.
That felt impossible for the longest. It was years and years in the making.
Let me tell you, that last week that we were doing the closing, I mean, every single day it was. John Ward would call me and he'd have to say, everything's okay. Because every time he'd call, I'd be like, oh gosh, what's happened now?
Right.
He's like, everything's okay. This is where we are in the process. So again, just amazing teamwork. Everyone was just there lining things up, making sure they needed whatever they needed to get it done. And here we are.
Here we
celebrate it. Yeah.
2026.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be here before you know it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it'll be here. And it's going to, like I said, it's going to be great. It's going to offer opportunities, jobs that, they want to invest in Cookeville, which is something that we always want from people coming in. So it's just, it's going to improve the roads over there. We've got some plans to make that better over there. It's going to be a little bit of a headache at first, but I think they said the same thing about the shops at Eagle Point. Oh, that was going to, and look at that. That's a great place now.
Sure it is. Yeah.
So,
and of course, got the palatial Star Motor Inn right there too. So that's
welcoming everyone into Cookeville right there with that. Yes, just shows the variety that we have.
Variety. It's 7:44 now. The city made a decision last night to spend some money on some property.
Yes,
that's a really good thing. So we'll talk to the mayor about that coming up here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. An active day is ahead with an elevated risk of severe weather. Scattered storms will be possible late this morning through the afternoon hours, any of which could be strong to severe. We'll then watch for an intense line of storms to move through the region later tonight. Damaging winds, large hail, and even a few tornadoes are all possible. Highs today will top out in the low to mid-80s. Make sure you have multiple ways of receiving alerts should a warning be issued for your location. Review your severe weather safety plan to be prepared to take action. Follow Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest updates. We'll have live streaming coverage on the Upper Cumberland Weather channel for any warnings that may be issued. You can find our channel 24/7 on YouTube and in the Hub Plus Roku app.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:47 now.
And we have the city mayor, Lauren Wheaton, in here with us. We're talking about all the growth in Cookeville. And I'm telling you, wow.
It is happening.
We are busting at the seams.
It's so funny to hear, what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
And then here in Cookeville, kind of like, I don't see that.
We so much say, we kind of feel like we're in a bubble a lot of
Yeah.
times. Yeah, because you talk about all these other places that are having trouble, with jobs, with the economy, with stuff. And here you are, Cookeville, and we are just doing project after project after project.
We're really blessed in this area.
We are because, the city and the county, we are very strategic in what we do. We are very proactive. We look ahead to what's coming, and we want to make sure we're prepared for it. And so when we do stuff like that, we get to have great opportunities like the land that we just bought.
Right. Well, it's state level and down. I just saw it was this week. It came out. Tennessee's ranked third in the country for being business friendly, and I think as a local government, we've upped that game as well, even more so than the state.
Very much, because something that Cookeville doesn't have is we don't have hundreds of acres of flat land laying around, right? So if we want businesses to come here, we've got to attract them. We've got to say, hey, look at us. This is what we can offer you. And so we do that, I feel like, by having a yes attitude. We say, okay, maybe we can't do this for you, but let's look at this. Can we do this for you? How can we incentivize jobs? How can we incentivize, with utilities, things like that? We very much want the businesses that want to come here and invest.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want someone just to put a store in and pay $15 an hour. We want those good paying, high quality jobs coming in. So we can say, let's make this attractive. How can we make this work for y'all? And we do that by having a yes attitude.
Yeah. Well, you can tell, I mean, it's really coming. There's a lot of stuff happening. And was it last night during the city council meeting that the approval for the old Wilson plant, and for those of you that are new here, it's just that big open gravel lot over by the depot.
There's been a parking lot, for a long time. And it was actually a piece of property, that was bought by HCA a few years back. And it had been open, and they didn't have any plans for it. And so people have been parking on it. Well, back in November, they put a fence up, and rightfully so, because it's private property. They can do what they want to. And when that
Nobody abided by it.
No one. I said no parking all the time. We all park there. Might be guilty as well.
I mean,
I was like, I hope I don't get towed, but I'll take the chance.
Take the chance. I know I gotta go eat down there.
I didn't realize it was private property until the fences came up.
And I was like, and that's what I think everyone went, oh, the city doesn't own that. We went, no, we don't own that. And so I actually called. I got in touch with one of the CEOs at HCA, who actually is a Mississippi guy, so made that little connection there. And he put me in touch with the real estate director, who is a local guy in Nashville. And we started having the conversation. And I just said, hey, I completely understand this is your property. You get to do what you want with it. But we've realized that this is actually a piece of land that we are interested in.
Good job.
And he said, well, we put the fences up because we're about to sell it. And I went, well, how much? I mean, first thing I said, well, we're interested. And
if you hadn't even made that call, you wouldn't have known that.
Would not have known that. And, the signs eventually came up. But it was, again, that we saw, oh, gosh, we needed this. And so I did. I just reached out to him, and we started having the conversation. And he said, this is a piece of land we're not going to utilize right now. We want to be good community partners. We'd love to sell it to the city. And so we started having that dialogue and going back and forth. And, then we had the lawyers involved, and they got all that stuff. Yeah. And it kind of got to a point where we didn't know if we could move forward. And so Clay and I had a conversation again, and we just said, hey, we really want to make this happen. We really want to see if we can do this. And so, again, I got everybody in the room and sat down and said, okay, this is what y'all are looking for. This is what we're looking for. Where can we meet in the middle? And we did. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really impressed with how that worked, because it was just people sitting down in a room having a conversation, saying we want to make this happen. And guess what?
And it did.
That's
it
all
made
it
such
takes.
a difference in that area, to have that parking and know I'm not going to be
We're
towed.
going to add 100, 150 parking
150
spots.
parking spots. We also want to make some green space, some park benches, trees, kind of highlight that west side area.
Make it look beautiful.
Can I make a request?
Yeah, what would you like? You were just full of them today.
I think this is a good idea.
Great.
He thinks all his ideas are great. But he does have a lot of good ideas.
This might actually be, Demo's.
Yeah, I mean, let's say he's already.
I agree with you.
I mean, if you say it's not, then
No,
you're untrustworthy.
then you don't like good food.
That's right. You're just a bad person.
What idea is this now?
So, the Wilson plant used to be there. And back in the day, I mean, every Major League Baseball team, every football team. I mean, a lot of people don't know the chin strap was invented here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much.
I didn't know that.
There's so much, sports, and they couldn't have even really had sports without that Wilson plant. So some sort of homage to that, like a big baseball glove, or
it was more than just a plant. It really did. I mean, it made a difference.
Who was
not only for us, but in
so many
the
people
sports.
used to work there. I mean, they're probably. I mean, no offense to anybody who worked there, we're probably super old right now.
I'm sure they don't take that offense. I think that's actually a great idea, because I heard stories that like someone from the Braves or somebody needed a jersey that night.
Yeah.
And they made it here and got it over there. I actually think it would be good to pay a little, because that was a huge part of Cookeville industry, right?
Between them and Adams Plastics, I mean, they changed sports and sports safety and.
Well, we're learning we say all the time there's always a Cookeville connection, and there does seem to be. And there's so much that came out of this little town.
Yeah. And I think that'd be a great way, to pay homage to what that was, and to now moving forward to see what it can be.
And have some things about the history of that, because that is cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that makes us stand out. It really does. Yeah.
Every team in every sport had a uniform that came from Cookeville.
And what kid doesn't think that's so cool that, yeah, someone's professional jersey came from Cookeville?
Yeah.
I like that. I
Not
do
just,
too.
and not
Yeah.
just someone. We're talking about big time Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
you know?
And when kids read that stuff, they're like, I could do that too and come from Cookeville.
Yeah. Exactly. And so, they can be walking around the park and be like, yeah, this is where all this happened. It's not
To me,
here
that
anymore.
is a forgotten piece of Cookeville history that never ever gets the love it deserves.
Accolades, yeah.
I would, not being from Cookeville, I still learn some of the Cookeville history, but I would 100% agree with you.
Well, you'll have to find out. I only know like the
You're making me do work now.
icing
I wish
on
I
this.
knew who told us about that chin strap because I know we had a guest in that
Well-
said that, and then we found out it was true.
Yeah, it's a true thing. I'll just send my dad to you.
I'm about to say, okay, just send me, yes, if you can type me up a double-spaced 5-page research project of the history of the
Just let
Wilson
Tommy
building.
Grider work on that.
Yeah,
I'd love that. I think that's great. Yeah.
But, I mean, I imagine you could probably find some former workers from there and still and do
Get
that.
the history and do a little something. And again, because it's investing in the history of that area, because I keep saying West Side, the downtown area is where I feel like our local flair comes from. That is where absolutely. And so while we're opening the big Target and Home Depot over on this side, we're right over here on the other side supporting our local
You could
economy.
really incorporate that green space into that homage then to
have a baseball glove bench that you could sit on and talk about a little. I think that's really cool. Okay.
and we have some great local artists and stuff like that who could do a lot of work with that.
We already have benches down in the West Side area that are from local artists. That's another great thing is we got all the local talent right here. We don't need to go outside of Cookeville.
you
So
don't.
okay, I like this. I think this is going to be some of the direction. Look at that.
Two great ideas in
Just
one morning.
Need to get you to run for city council, but you
don't
don't.
live in
I
the
know.
city.
I'm going to move you in the city. I'm just going to do it. You're come
I
on.
live in the city.
Yes, come on. Hey, elections
can be
next
my
year.
proxy.
Yes. Look, the elections next
He'll
year.
be my vice.
Yes, he could. Yes,
Vice
you run the
councilman.
because we know who runs the show here, don't we?
Yeah,
It's obviously Sheila. Yes.
I mean, who do you get calls from to come talk to?
Yeah, never you.
Sheila.
She is
And
the one.
reminders, too.
And reminders
Like,
too.
she
Yes.
doesn't need one, though.
Oh no, 100%. Remind me all the time. I don't know what day it is.
So anyway, that's great news. It's great news for the West Side. It's really going to open up that area.
And
I
it's
think
free parking.
Yeah.
We're not doing a parking garage. That's not something in the budget right now, but it's going to be free parking. It's going to be available for everyone in that area. And, we just did the parallel parking on Broad, which I think looks great.
Oh, my gosh, it's awesome.
Hey, you know what? That is.
It
Like it?
really
I
looks
do.
better. And
Doesn't it?
oh, my God, I feel safer driving
And
down
look,
there.
I can't parallel park. So I'm out. I can't park on that road unless it's a big spot.
Thank you for giving us that parking lot.
So I went ahead and bought a parking
I
lot
don't
down
like
the road.
parallel parking either. Even
Well-
with my camera in my vehicle, I still feel like nervous.
In all honesty, you should probably just close that road completely.
And that's been a discussion too, is how can we make that area more pedestrian friendly? And I think this is one step is to having a
Close
little
it,
green
put a glass
space.
roof over it.
Oh wow. Okay, now you're getting expensive.
Dang. Look at
Your
you with your
ideas.
ideas today.
But yeah, Chloe,
If there's a glass roof over it, think of all the different festivals and things like that. You'd never have to worry about rain, and
no,
you can put a stage in under it.
Wine on the
around
west
then.
side, even in the rain.
even in the, yeah. But that is an area that we would like to see maybe be more pedestrian friendly. And so by doing things like this, I think we're working towards that. So I'm excited about it.
I'm
They're
excited
working
about
towards that, Sheila. Wasn't that crazy?
I didn't say
of
the
an
glass
idea?
roof part. Now we're all now we're gonna be like, where's the glass
Glass roof
roof?
might be a little
that
expensive.
Oh, I'm sure it
Sure.
would. No, yeah, just pocket
I mean,
change.
we could figure that out.
Oh, we got money everywhere.
We'll use that Target money, girl.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Coming on in. Yep.
Brought to you by Target.
We put a big red bullseye on the top, and then the birds can poop on it. It'll be great. Yeah.
It'd be a bird's eye for the bullseye for the birds.
And that would be a whole other job through the city. So
Yeah,
you're
look at that. We're just creating jobs and opportunities, and this is
What
look
are you-
at this.
What's your job? Washing the glass roof, getting
yes.
the bird poop off.
I mean, come on.
We'll need
This
that.
is how great ideas happen, like stuff like this right here. Yeah.
So
Just brainstorming segment on Good Morning Cookeville.
Wonderful. Yes.
I have a lot of great ideas.
You do.
It
Yeah.
really does. And he's like, he's the idea guy, and he's like, okay, now go forth and do it, folks. My peons.
Hey, he even does it though. He's coming to the meetings. He's doing this
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I've seen him work as well.
Yeah.
I will give you
No,
credit.
he does. I give him a lot of grief, but
But no, you're still in charge. We still know who runs
Yeah.
the show.
Well, what do you think I do when I leave those meetings? I call Sheila.
And say, how
He does. And like the other day, we were having lunch somewhere, and then somebody comes up and gives him an idea, and he goes, Sheila, write this down. And then what did I do? I was like, and then I texted him so he wouldn't forget.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
Oh my.
Teamwork, guys. It's all about teamwork.
100% true. That is,
we are each other's arm.
Yeah. They always say your work wife or whatever.
This is it. Yes. Yeah. Only good. Yes. Yeah.
Good team.
Lauren Wheaton here in the studio with us. Lots of big things happening in Cookeville. It always seems like lots of big things are happening in Cookeville.
Which is exciting.
It is.
Love it.
It is.
We don't want to be stagnant.
No, I think we're making it a really great place to live.
Thanks for being here this morning. We
Always
really
happy to be here.
appreciate it.
Yep. Enjoy it.
Good morning, Cookeville. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Coming up Monday, who we got?
It is Jana Underwood. She just won Ms. Tennessee for United States of America Miss Tennessee pageant. So we're going to talk to her and get to know her. She's from Gainesboro.
She's going to represent the volunteer state.
Yeah.
At the Miss USA, right?
Ms. MS.
The MS, yes. There's all type of divisions. Yes, I'm an old pageant queen, I know.
She's
but those
beautiful and inside and out.
And you can do some really great stuff with that voice. Yeah, so that's exciting. And I bet she has a crown.
You want to come back in Monday?
I mean, I might just come hang out on Monday.
Hang out, yeah.
Love it. Bring one of my old crowns.
It could be Sheila and Lauren. In the morning.
I mean, we don't need you anyway,
take the day
do we?
No,
He
y'all
can
don't
take
need
the
me.
day off, but not the whole
No.
month or anything.
No, we need you, Jason. We need you.
We need your ideas.
Have a great weekend. Stay weather aware with Anthony Taylor. He'll keep you updated throughout the day. See you. Bye.
Bye.